Hello everyone. If you are new, my name is Marin. Welcome to what I'm hoping will be a week in my teacher life. It is Monday, November 14th. This is our last full week of school. We have Thanksgiving break next week for the whole week. So I thought I'd just try my best to film and bring you along. We got word, however, that tomorrow may be a snow day. It will depend on what the weather does, but we are supposed to get a little bit of snow / wintry mix, which can bog things up. So they have asked us to send home some work with the students, which I have all kinds of thoughts about. If it's just a plain old regular snow day, we should not be sending work home. The students should just get to have a day off school. If they're gonna do virtual learning, that's a little bit different. I am a pre-K through 2 building and we are not sending devices home. So they are asking us to send paper packets home. So I did print some math off. This is from Second Chance, I think, is what her name is. Second Chances, something like that. But she did a whole bunch of work to take Eureka Math's modules and convert them into a little bit of a more friendly version, if you will. And so this is one of those. So this is a fluency activity, and then this goes along with the lesson that I did today. So I'm going to send that home. I also just printed off a sight word paper with 3 of our sight words, and I've printed off a little writing paper, and that's what I'm going to send home with my students. I also need to print off their QR code logins because I have had a few parents reach out and say that they have devices at home, so they would like their students to be able to get on Imagine Math or Imagine Language and Literacy. So I need to print those off. It is 2:10ish, right? 2:12. So I've got plenty of time. I've got about 30 minutes to go ahead and knock this out. So I'm gonna stop talking and take care of this, and hopefully still have some time to do some other things because I've got a couple things laying around that I need to clean up. So I'll chat with you later and I'll let you know how things are going. Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. It is 2:33, so I picked my students up in 12 minutes. If you ask me what I did on my plan time, the answer's nothing. I went and swapped out a computer that was not working with a new one, and then just chatted a bit with some various coworkers because this has been an interesting week, y'all. So part of the problem with November, if you are a teacher, you're probably aware of this already. There are a lot of days off in November. I saw someone refer to it as no school November. So this is the first full week that the students have had this whole month. So when we came back from fall break, they were in school for 4 days. Then they had a 3-day week, and now we're in a 5-day week. And it's been a struggle. Now I will say my students are doing better today. I kind of really cracked down on them getting out of their seats and them just blurting out because it had become something of an epidemic, even though we go over rules and expectations every morning. But I do feel like they kind of got it together, especially this afternoon. So in the afternoon, I had them work on their computers. They did 30 minutes on Imagine Language and Literacy. And then we did a handwriting page on capital T, and then they went to specials. So they're going to come back. We'll have some indoor recess time because it is really cold outside. They were all complaining about how cold it was when we came in from lunch. So we're gonna do indoor recess and then probably do a little bit of writing, and then it's gonna be time to go home. But yeah, sorry I haven't really chatted with you. This is a very real week in my life. Yesterday during my plan time, I was doing a lot of cleaning. So I was pulling things out from the walls, sweeping behind them, getting all the dust bunnies and just trying to organize some things. So I feel like I'm finally in like a good place. There was a lot of stuff kind of just all over the place. And even though we had that teacher work day last week, which I filmed, and if you're curious about, I'll link up above. Even though we had that and that allowed me to like get some things done, there's always more to do. So I just took some time to kind of straighten some things out. But yeah, that's where we are on this Wednesday, this very cold Wednesday. And we just need to make it through like one more hour. So like the little engine that could, I think I can. But yeah, I may or may not come back on and chat with you again. Apologies for the lack of footage this week, but that's kind of the state of things. So anyway, enough talking. I'm going to take the last 5 minutes to just relax. I need to run something up to the office because they are doing a breakfast with a special adult. So the students are turning in forms of money, so I need to I need to turn it in. So let me go do that. I'll chat with you again probably tomorrow, but we will just see how it goes. Hey y'all, TGIF, happy Friday. It's been a bit since I've chatted. It is 2:03. I just dropped my students off at specials. I have quite a few things that I need to get done today while they are at specials because I really want to leave at contract time because next week we are off for Thanksgiving break and I'm ready to start that. It's been a rough week. I feel like our whole school's like in the wild, wild west. It's crazy. My students today have been okay, but the last 2 days I've really had to kind of crack the whip down on them because some of them have started getting a little too comfortable and they've been doing some things that they know are not okay. So let me kind of just talk about our day. So yesterday I was letting the students play with the morning tubs after they ate breakfast, but y'all, they made such a mess. They took so long to clean up that I told them that today they weren't going to be able to play with the bins. They would have a paper to do instead. So we are doing shapes for our math. We are in module 2 of Eureka, which is all about 2D and 3D shapes. So they had to do like a shape coloring paper instead. And some of them did not even finish that. So they have to finish that before they can do Fun Friday today. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just really had to kind of start taking some things away because we are not treating things with respect. We're not putting things back where we know they go. And we just can't be doing that. So kind of cracked down on them the last 2 days, but they have been pretty good today overall. So can't complain too much. So they are at library. When they come back, we are going to clean up the classroom, clean out our chair pockets, all that kind of stuff, get all of that stuff out because I want them to take all of that home today because we are going on a week-long break. So I just want the room cleaned up. So they're gonna do that. And then we're gonna watch the Berenstain Bears, The Legend of Big Paw, which is like one of my favorite videos from when I was little. This is one that I show like every Thanksgiving. It's about a 30-minute video. So we'll watch that. We're gonna pack up and it's gonna be time to go home. I am also letting students pick treasure box, those who passed their Imagine Math lesson last week and this week. So some of them may get 2 things, some of them may only get 1 thing because our school is trying really hard to reach certain goals on Imagine Math. So we've been spending a lot of time on Imagine Math this week. I've been sitting down with students who have not managed to like pass a lesson at all. I have 2 students that hadn't passed a single lesson. So I sat down with them and like really focused on them to get them through to see kind of what is going on and why they're not passing the lessons. In most cases, it's because they're not listening to the question and they're just pushing buttons or pictures without even like thinking about the answer. So that's what I've been doing a lot of. So anyway, yes, that's where we are. So also, I picked up this new sweater from Target. Isn't it cute? It's from the Wild Fable brand. Target had like a 30% off sale over the weekend on like apparel. So I picked up this, and I also picked up this very big puffy coat. I'll put a picture right here. I saw this from Bree on Teaching the Tinies, and I have to do car rider dismissal, and y'all, Wednesday was so cold. It was probably like 27. It was so cold for November. I was freezing, so I picked that coat up. It is very warm, so if it's still available and you have to do any kind of recess duty, I would highly recommend. We'll see how it does with car rider duty today, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fantastic. So I'll link it down below. I don't know if the 30% off sale is still going or not, but check it out if you are at all interested. Would recommend. So anyway, enough chatter. I need to do some cleaning up, just some straightening up, put some things away, take care of a couple copies, all of that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get to it. Hey y'all, ignore the lighting. I know it's absolutely atrocious, but I am home. I stayed until about 5. I had some stuff to clean up. As you saw, I had the kids do their next Q-tip painting, which was a snowflake because it can stay up for a while. That's a tip. Do something for your bulletin boards that can stay up for a while, because it's very hard for me to find time to do things like that because of our curriculum. So we went ahead and did this as our Fun Friday activity. I put on the Berenstain Bears Legend of Big Paw. They watched that. I called them back 5 at a time. They did their painting. And now we have something that I can hang up in the hallways for a while. So that was what we did for the last hour of the day. And now I'm home and I have 9 whole days off school. So hooray, because it's definitely been a struggle. We are riding the struggle bus. So I'm going to go ahead and just chat briefly about what I'm going to do tonight. I have a book that I am nearly finished with. This is House of Hunger by Alexis Henderson. I am on chapter 31. I believe this might be the last chapter. maybe one more. Nope, there's two. There's 31, 32. 32 is the last chapter. So I'm going to finish this tonight because this is the one that I am currently listening to on audio, and I want to go ahead and get it done because next week starts the Final Book Support Group's final readathon for 2022, and I'm going to participate and try to read all kinds of series books. So on that note, we're going to sign off this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this somewhat chaotic vlog, since I really could not get like good chunks of time to film. Apologies, but yeah, real life, y'all. So anyway, if you enjoyed, please do leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.